The next customization we will be doing is this cat. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like this cat at all. For starters, the tail was already falling apart. There was so much like stickiness and gunk just all over its hair. And speaking of hair, there was a piece of hair just hanging off its tail. Since the tail was broken, I decided just to take it off. This cat honestly just freaks me out. The eyes are just kind of like creepy to me, I don't know. And I had absolutely no idea what I was gonna do with it. I went to go take the head off to start painting it, but I just realized it's actually already broken. There's no saving the head, so I just took it right off. Now that the head and body are separated, it'll just be so much easier to paint. But enough making fun of this poor little cat, we're gonna give him a new makeover. I started by taking off as much paint as literally possible and erasing those depressing eyes, and this is what we're working with. For this customization, I decided that it doesn't necessarily have to be a cat, so I'm gonna turn him into a raccoon. I adjusted the face shape with clay just to make it look a little more like a raccoon, and also gave it a little raccoon tail since it broke off. That was a lot easier, and went ahead and just painted everything white. For this little guy, I decided to make it into a little pink raccoon. It started to kind of look like that cat from Strawberry Shortcake. A small part of me was gonna switch over and do custard instead of the raccoon, but I decided just to stick with what I was going for in the first place. I was hoping that wouldn't be a regretful decision. Maybe I'll do custard some other time, but for now we're just gonna stick with the pink raccoon. For this one, I decided to add some fur texture. I was originally not going to do that, but I kind of struggled with the clay attachments and I needed to sort of cover it up with some texture. And then I went ahead and painted the eyes. The eyes are kind of like indented into the face, so I wasn't able to really like make it happier. I kind of had to stick with like the droopy look, which honestly, it kind of sucks, but it's okay. We're just gonna work with what we can do here. I decided to give her some eyelashes and make her all cutie. I didn't really like the way they turned out at first, so it did take me a few tries, but eventually this is what we were working with. She was kind of giving me Pinkie Pie vibes, so I decided to make her eyes blue to kind of match her. I touched up her eyelashes a little bit because they were just kind of like lighter for some reason, so I just needed to get a darker kind of black, and then I gave her a cute little heart in her eye. And her face is pretty much finished. I'm gonna be totally honest, I forgot to record me painting the entire body. The only clip I have of me working on it is covering it in clear Mod Podge, but sorry about that, y'all. That's all you get. Sorry. But now it's time to add some beautiful gloss on her eyes with the crustiest brush you've ever seen in your life. And now here's the results of her face. I went to go attach her head back to the body, and then I realized that the head is completely broken. I spent about an hour trying to pop it back on in all these different techniques, but unfortunately I had to go back and just glue it on. This pink little raccoon was starting to remind me of a little cherry blossom tree, so I decided to add some cute little flowers in her hair. I also glued a few butterflies into her ears just to make her even cuter. And these are the final results. I'm not gonna lie, I had zero hopes for this cat. I thought it was gonna turn out horrible, but to be honest, this is probably one of my favorite creations I've made so far. I just love the way she turned out. I think she's really, really cute, and it's gonna be hard to let this one go. But that's all I got for you today, so thank you guys for watching, and stay cozy.